Hi, this is Karen Dean. This week's journal assignment for week 2 was to do a physical fitness assessment, and I did complete my assignment, and I was able to answer the questions that were posed based off of the results of that. So the first question is, why is it important to complete a readiness assessment prior to starting an exercise program? Well, the answer to that question is it's important to ascertain that there are no underlying health issues such as heart problems or injuries and that type of thing that can do more harm if you begin an exercise regimen than if you don't. So that's why it's very important to do an assessment, a readiness assessment ahead of time. The second question is, why is it important to assess your beginning fitness level? Well, to answer that question is you have to have a starter position at where you started off from. How are you going to know how much progress you've made if you don't know where you began? So it's a really good thing to, particularly, let's say if you are wanting to begin your exercise regimen to lose weight. You need to know how much you weigh first in order to know how much you want to lose and if you're making any progress. If you are, let's say, I want to start just exercising just for health's sake, and maybe you started off with only being able to work out for 15 minutes. You want to know if you're able to go 30 minutes or 45 minutes as your program continues along. So that's where it's important that you need to kind of know where you start off at. The next question is, what were my results? Well, my results indicated that I needed to consult a doctor before I began my program regimen because I have an existing knee injury. So, and I also have high blood pressure. So with those two things, I'm on the medication and I'm nursing actually not just one but two knee injuries. It kind of makes things a little bit more difficult for me to kind of get started in the way that somebody who did not have those issues would. The next question was, how did my results compare to other individuals? Well, I did do the test anyway, with walking and what have you, and did my heart rate, the low end, where my resting heart rate was as versus what my heart rate was, my pulse was after I completed it, and I fell just below the average line for my age group. Not heavily below average, but it was below average. So that's kind of where I landed. My next question was I happy with the results? Why or why not? No, I can't really say that I was actually happy. Surprised? No. Happy? No. But I will say that, I wasn't as bad off as I thought I could be based off of my ability to have to be sedentary because of my injury. I kind of thought I'd be a little bit worse for the wear as far as out of shape goes. Don't get me wrong, I am out of shape, just not as far gone as I thought I was. And I'm hoping that can change, and I can become a little bit more active once my injury heals. My next question is whether you were happy with your results or not. Identify 3 ways I can improve your results. That you can improve your results. Ultimately, I can do more exercises that don't incorporate my knees to, start that process. That would be one way. I could eat healthier so that, I can shed a few pounds, and that in turn can help my stamina level. And I could also do less impactful exercises such as swimming, where I can actually work my legs and get that involved without feeling the pain, hopefully. At least that's the hope. How does the lifestyle factor of physical fitness affect your overall wellness? Well, physical fitness helps to eliminate excess weight. It helps you keep your heart healthy, and it lowers your risk for diseases like high blood pressure and diabetes. The next question is, how do these results relate back to your physical results from week 1? it pretty much reiterates what I learned in week 1, which is that I need to put more focus on increasing my physical component of my wellness and my lifestyle change. And the last question was, which other dimensions of wellness does physical wellness affect and how? I think that physical wellness also impacts the emotional component of wellness, because when you're exercising and being active, it releases endorphins, and those endorphins will help you with your moods and controlling stress and that type of thing. So that's the end of my week 2 journal. Thank you for listening.